What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel. Now, today we are going to be bringing you another Wi-Fi battle on the channel. I threw together a new team for you guys, and it is not necessarily anything too thought out, to be honest, but it is a cool team of just a bunch of strong things all together, and we're just going to see if they can't do all right by themselves. Now, we do have a big fire weakness on this team, so if he has a fire type, then we're kind of screwed, but that's okay. So we've got a Screens Grimmsnarl, we have a Heavy Duty Boots Cinder Ace with Powerball and with Court Change, that whole thing, Scarf Dracovish, a Rocky Helmet Bulky Ferrothorn, and then we brought our Zenmo Darmanitan, since he didn't really do anything in that last Wi-Fi battle, just to see if he can do anything. And then our legit shiny Aegislash. So yeah, this will be interesting. This team is obviously just stuff that I threw together here to see if it'll do okay. I think there's a lot of power here. And our opponent's only fire type is a Colossal, so that's actually okay. Otherwise, this team... Alright, so this team is kind of interesting and kind of scary at the same time. So, we do have a low-key Toxtricity, so it will not be the setup set. It has to be probably choice specs. Heavy-duty boots probably for the Frostmoth. Who knows about the Barraskewda? It's probably just an offensive set. But I see Scarf Dracovish being very strong in this match. And I also see Ferrothorn actually being okay, and I really don't think that the Colossal is going to be all that threatening. We may have to watch out for the Corsola, but the Corsola actually, if we sack something to it, then Galarian Darmanitan comes in and just sets up all over it and should just sweep his team. So, yeah, I think the goal is going to be to set up on Corsola and then let Darmanitan sweep through. But we're just going to start off with our Grimmsnarl, just is the normal plan. And we're just going to see how this group of 6 does. These are just 6 mods that I really like. I just made the Cinder Ace yesterday, and so I wanted to try him out. Yeah, so the next team that I'm going to be making is hopefully a Sun team, but I do have to have like all 6 brand new mods for that, so that's going to take a while before I can do that. I have made one of them, but I do need to make the other 5, so it may be a hot minute before that team makes it out. As he leads with Toxtricity, that's totally fine. This is not the shift gear set just because he is low key. So we're just going to go for a light screen turn 1. And that's going to help a lot because he's probably Specs, and he's probably just going for Specs, Moonburst, or Overdrive. He could also be Throat Spray, which is also a very common set, as even through light screen. Okay, it's a crit, and there's the Throat Spray. Okay. I was going to say, that did a lot. But so we're going to go ahead and get up our Reflect just in case he goes... we could switch into our Ghost, but just in case he goes for Overdrive here, expecting that. Oh, he went Sludge Wave? Yeah, we could have easily gone into Aegislash and preserved this, but I didn't want to take the risk of taking a ton of damage on that. So we do have our screens up now, and I believe Dracovish is probably a really safe bet here. Now, we do need to kill this thing before we bring in our Darmanitan, because all his sound moves will go through our substitute, and we don't want that. So, do you have a Psychic Resist? You have that Galarian Ponytail right there. You have that Corsola right there. I feel like since we're Scarfed, Vicious Rend probably ends up doing more, even after the super effective and everything. So I think we're just going to go for that. Yep, that's it. Okay, so that's a huge threat out of the way. That really threatened our Darmanitan, because even if we set up a substitute, he would have just killed us through the sub because of his sound moves. As he goes Barraskewda. Okay, so Barraskewda is probably faster than us, even with our Scarf, and even then he resists everything we want to go for. So we can go into Ferrothorn pretty safely here. This shouldn't be that big of a deal. I haven't faced a Barracuda yet, so I don't really know what this thing normally carries. Psychic Fangs. Okay, so he's going to break our screens, which is unfortunate. But he's also going to be taking Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet and Life Orb. Okay, so he just took a lot of damage there. We are going to go ahead and... what do we want to do here? So he could spin with Colossal, but I'm not too terribly worried about it. I think I want to go for a Leech Seed before I go for Rocks, just in case he switches in Colossal. As he goes Frostmoth. Interesting. Okay. So any potential Sash is broken here, although he's probably Heavy Duty Boots. That is what most of them are running, just to avoid the 50% Rocks damage. And he's just trying to get this in before I got Rocks up. I don't believe this thing gets anything that can OHKO us. And just looking at his team, Rocks aren't terribly important here. So I'd rather go for Gyro Ball. Now this is nice for... this is nice to have for the Galarian Rapidash and the Barracuda. So I don't think I should sack this just yet. We could probably go Darmanitan. I don't want to take a ton of damage on him, though. What do we do here? Alright, I don't want him going... I don't want him going for, like, a Quiver Dance or anything. Okay, so I think Gyro Ball is our best play here. Because I really don't want him setting up like this. Because otherwise I think he just sweeps. Yeah, we can't... If I had switched right there, he would have been in a really... He'd been in a decent position. But, yeah, I need that thing dead too. So this is going well so far. We've got 2 kills so far. He's only got 1. As it goes Colossal, that's fair. So I don't want to stay in here just because this is a nice mon to have for, what is his name? We could probably go Dracovish here pretty safely. He's probably going to go for a Fire-type move. And I don't want to cheese it with Aegislash, even though we are faster, and it would pop our weakness policy. I don't want to do that. This thing is decently bulky. It just doesn't hit nearly as hard as what you would normally think. As it goes for Rock Polish, that's fine. The only thing that might be a problem is if he is sashed, but that seems like it would be really uncommon. He's probably Life Orb if he's a Rock Polish set. So I'm just gonna go Vicious Rend. He's okay. So the Dynamax is good for him. I still think this thing's offenses still aren't all that strong. I think he only has base like 80 offenses, which is pretty low. But it's just his defenses that are really good. So he might just live this Vicious Rend after a Dynamax. Never mind. No, he doesn't. He's 4 times weak, and it's base like, what, 170? Something like that. It's absolutely insane. It works like Volt Beak, in where it doubles the power if you go first, and so that's why we're running a Scarf on it. And at +2, Colossal's only base 30 speed, so you are not outspeeding this at all. You're not outspeeding us either. Yeah, I'm just going to hit you with a Vicious Rend too. Get out of here. Yeah, you don't live either. And this might just be a Dracovish sweep here. This wasn't the game plan, but I will definitely take it if that is what our opponent is going to give us. Alright, so it goes Galarian Corsola. This should live 1, I would think. And the reason I'm not Dynamaxing is because Vicious Rend will actually do more if I don't Dynamax. As he's weak armor, not Cursed Body, which is interesting to say the least. As it goes for Will-O-Wisp, it is a little too late for that. It is way too late for that. But yeah, this thing is insanely strong too. It and Draco's ult are both absolutely monstrous. But yeah, that Corsola, you had the wrong ability, bro. Should have had Cursed Body. That would have put you in a really good position. I mean, it would have forced me to either switch out or struggle. So Dracovish, you have absolutely done your job, and so we are just gonna let you get off a little bit of damage here, and then we will let you go down, and then we will Dynamax somebody in the back, or you'll just almost kill it. Does this kill? Nope, not even close. So yeah, that is gonna be a Dracovish sweep, and that is absolutely amazing. This mon is so good as well. He doesn't have the hustle, but he does have strong jaw, which is another amazing ability. Yeah, I'll take that card. But yeah, great game to my opponent, Adriano. And I do not want to keep playing. Let me out. Thank you. But yeah, that is going to be all for today's Wi-Fi battle. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was pretty quick, but you know, when you have a Dracovish on your team, that's just how it goes sometimes. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.